Legumes are an important part of the Mediterranean diet, associated with decrease in cardiovascular disease and decrease in strokes. What are legumes? They're a seed that's contained in a pod, such as things like lentils, or maybe beans, or maybe split peas, or the single nut that is a legume is a peanut, which means peanut butter is a legume. So what about legumes and health? You're going to hear a lot of popular fad diets saying they have too many lectins and lectins are anti-nutrients and they're toxic and you shouldn't eat them. Here's the thing about lectins. Lectins are simply protein carbohydrate moieties that these things develop to prevent pests from getting them. And how do we get rid of lectins so they don't bother us in the human diet? We cook them. So most of these are already cooked. And if you get beans like this, you read the instructions, it says soak them overnight, cook them for an hour and a half. That will get rid of all lectins. What happens if you eat lectins accidentally? Well, you're not going to eat raw beans, but let's say you do. You're going to have some GI distress. You're going to have a little bit of diarrhea or something like that. It's not going to really harm you unless you consume a lot of them, and you're just not going to do that. When they looked at a study of nurses who had legumes as a part of their diet, as the main protein of their diet, 4 times a week or less, they had 22% fewer heart attacks than the nurses who didn't. So legumes are an important part of the Mediterranean diet. They're an important part of what fed the Mediterranean in the many, many early years. They were an important part of what made those Grecian athletes so powerful and strong. And I know we're going to hear now people saying, oh, there's lectins, oh, you have BPH in the can, oh, this, that, and the other thing. But here is the data. When cooked properly, beans, lentils, split peas, and peanuts are a healthy part of the diet. And don't let the misinformation gurus trying to sell you things that aren't based on reality sell you yet another bit of non-science or nonsense.